Okay, so on the forearms, my first try worked great. You know, making the outside seamless. This is the right one. This is where the comp pad is going to adhere to. And then my idea was for the inside seam, only gluing about 2 inches of that, so that this would flex for your hand to fit in. I have a couple buddies of mine that have assembled it this way, and it worked for them. So it kind of gives you that seamless look on the inside, but still allows you to put your hand through, and then completely seamless on the outside. I kind of have a little bit of a large hand, and I was having a little difficulty doing that, so I thought of another option where I'd still glue the outside, but on the inside there's actually elastic glued inside here, and that would give a little bit more flex for my hand to fit. Then I thought of maybe I would make a slight mod to the mold, and there's a slight indentation of about 3 inches of what would be the inside area that we would either glue or elastic or put a little bit of Velcro here, so that you can still open and put your hand through, and we'd still glue this side. And the trick to that, as I mentioned in my earlier video with the elastic, is when you're gluing this outer side is to overlap this, squeeze it, tape it, so that it wants to naturally expand and fall into place, such as this one. This is not glued at all, but it naturally wants to stay in place. Elastic is also helping to do that. So that would kind of be the idea with this one, by having the glued on one side and then having the elastic on this side. Excuse me, I'm sorry, Velcro on this side, or elastic. I mean, you can do both, or you can glue it. I just want to give another option as far as the assembly. So, I mean, if you don't want this step here, you can always put another piece of thin plastic here to build it back up and glue it, or just do just the elastic or just the Velcro. I just want to give more options. So some of the armor that my friends have gotten have been successful doing it this way. I just recently made this change here, so this is just going to be another option for assembly. I just want to kind of point that out, but everything else will assemble the same. The cut lines are all the same. This is where you're going to cut. This is where you're going to cut. The biceps and so on are still marked. So none of that changed. Just a slight indentation on the inner portion of both the right side and on the left side, so they mirror each other. And also there is a slight little divot in the elbow section that's supposed to be there. That represents the inside of the arm. The outside is flat and straight. So just kind of take note of that to make sure that you are definitely, you've got the right and you've got your left. So just clearly mark everything before you glue it to make sure you're assembling it all correctly.